Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with thomassawyer.com, and we have the amazing.
Hi, everyone. Ingrid H. Turner with ingridhturner.com. Thank you, Thomas. I am so happy to be here as always.
And I am going to, if I can find this one file out of all these files, 3 minutes of planets. Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
And, here we go. Sharing out.
You muted.
Sorry about that, everyone. I'm muted. I have one of my phones with me. I don't know where I put the other one, but I definitely don't have time to find it. So I've got my Cash App up on that one. So I'll kind of be going back and forth with comments. Cash App will let me know. I can't even have Facebook on this phone. I have it on my other one. That's the reason I was looking for it. Anyways, we have $30 donations, reading, and healings. Hello, Bob. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Bob.
So we will start out. Ingrid, how are you doing before we get going?
I'm good. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. We've been having a lot of fun exploring the high desert. It's very cold. Hence the hat.
I've been hanging out. I've been in Savannah, Georgia, hanging out with honey badgers. They're my new friends.
Honey badgers.
Honey badgers. If no one knows what a honey badger is, you need to look up what a honey badger does.
I'm Googling it right now. What is a honey badger?
Watch, just look it up on YouTube when you have a chance. It's a 2.5-minute video. It has like 100 million views.
Oh my God. Okay. Honey badger YouTube.
Cobras bite them and they fall over and then they get up and attack the cobra.
Oh, so you have been training with the honey badgers.
Yes, and they
learning
attack
the ways
lions.
of the honey badger. The honey
They
badger
go for
fighting
lions, tennis. They're tennis balls. Can I say that? Yes. They attack lions. They're little creatures. They're like no one.
They go for the tennis balls.
Do what?
They go for the tennis balls of lions.
Yes.
That's wild.
Like they take on 3 lions at once. And they're little. They're like impossible to kill.
And there are honey badgers in Savannah?
I brought them here. I imported them.
Oh.
Because I
needed
have
pet honey badgers.
I needed a honey badger army.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is check PayPal. Okay.
Okay. Let's do some readings.
My audience knows what I'm talking about. Honey badgers. Okay. So I don't see anything yet. So let's go ahead and just get started. And if you want to do a free reading, I can only see the Facebook comments at the moment. So would anyone like a free reading?
I mean,
we're going to do a free reading to get it going, to get the energy moving. Hello. We're taking $30 donation to reading and healings, and we're asking anyone if they would like the first reading for free. Please comment. And I'm going to get a few more comments in before I choose. Can you see the comments today, Ingrid?
I'm looking at the Facebook. Yes. I see.
Gina, it's PayPal or Cash App work. They're both linked in the description. And I did not link it in the Facebook. Damn it.
Oh, you didn't? Let's put it up on the screen then.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
We'll do a banner.
We are on insanity. Okay. Let's see. So I can't even look at anything.
And you keep saying 30, but isn't it 35?
35. That's what I do on Facebook. Yeah, you're right. It just is what it is, man.
It is what it is. We're here for it. We're flowing. Going with the flow.
I'm gonna put the PayPal up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put a banner. And I think all these keys will work. Look at that, just came up real fast. PayPal and Cash App. I think I can fence that. Looks like someone already found it. Who was that? Okay, Mr. Robert. We'll get to you in a second, Robert. We're still going to give our free reading, though, because I promised. I'm hearing. And Cash App is... I'm just going to leave PayPal up. So PayPal will be going across the screen.
Yeah.
And scroll across the bottom. And why isn't it scrolling across the bottom? What's insanity going on?
There's always insanity going on.
There we go. There's the PayPal. $35. Thank you. Okay. So who would like the free reading first?
Someone in need. Someone who's not able to get a reading typically.
Yes. Someone who is not able to get a reading. Please comment your name and yes. Just comment yes. Yes. Someone in need of a reading that can't normally afford it.
So I've got your page comments up and your profile comments up. Can you see those? Or
I can't see anything except StreamYard.
They don't show up in StreamYard? Okay. So we've got Curly and Devora have both commented on your profile that they like a reading. Sonia on your page would be grateful for a reading. So are you feeling drawn to? Sonia. I don't think we've ever read for Sonia.
Okay. I think I may have read for her on TikTok.
I don't know. I don't think I have, though. All right, Sonia. Sonia, I'm feeling called to ask you to take a deep breath with me. I'm feeling a block in the throat. I'm feeling a lot in my head, and I'm feeling some anger in my power center, as well as tingling in my third eye. When I'm putting all of this together, I feel like you have an extremely low tolerance for unfairness. I feel like you see when things are not fair or not right, and it makes your blood boil. The reason for that is because you are here to demonstrate, like live out sort of an activist energy. Okay. You're here to right wrongs, to make things better, to make noise and create a little bit of chaos so that things change and get better. And it's just your energy. It's who you are. You don't need to try and control yourself. I mean, I'm not saying haul off on somebody, unnecessarily, but you're meant to channel that anger and that energy into creating lasting change. You are a fight for the underdog kind of a person. You have that activism fire burning inside you. It's up to you to find a way to channel that into what matters to you. Instead of, when you don't channel it, it gets chaotic for you. When you channel that energy, you have the ability to create real change, to start and lead movements that create lasting change. So when your perception of what is right and what is not right, what is fair and not fair, is solid, but pick things that matter to you. You don't need to die on every hill. Okay. You don't need to climb every hill. Not every fight is your fight, but there are things that are going to show up in your life that are your fight, and you are aligned with taking on and channeling your powerful energy and even anger into cultivating, being a part of, or creating movements that create change and lift others up in the end. You may find there's a lot of destruction in your life and energy, especially in the first part. This is because your energy is meant to take down what is not working, what is not right, structures that are out of integrity, and build up something new. So that's a really powerful energy that you possess. And I'd like to see you own it and channel it into what matters to you. Now I'm going to pull some cards. What else does Spirit have for Sonia? Let's see if there's anything deeper, if they have anything else, if Spirit has anything else it wants to share. Okay, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Son of Cups, Mother of Wands, the Fool. These are great cards, honey. Looks like you're in a really good place right now. 10 of Cups, happiness, completion, relationships, friendships, or romance. Offers of help are coming into you. They're on their way if they haven't arrived already. This is a time for you to really step into your power. Take a leap of faith. You're in a really good space emotionally for you to take a leap of faith and really step into your feminine power. This is very much that activism energy that I was talking about, that kind of coming in with fire. You have a tremendous amount of fire, and you're in a place where you can really step into that. So it's a good time for you, darling. On the bottom, I have the Moon card. So be aware of the stories that you're telling yourself. The mind is coming in. The mind is going to want to come in and sabotage you, because when you take this leap of faith, you're expanding your energy. You're upping your frequency. And anytime that happens, we have fear show up. We have the mind come in and try and sort of put us in our place a bit. Just stay present. Remember that the mind lies, and continue to move in the direction that matters to you. Focus on things that matter to you. All right, bouncing you over to Thomas.
Okay, Sonia, I was jumping around trying to figure out how to do this on the DL without anyone noticing, changing my banner at the bottom.
You did good.
Because that's how I work, Sonia. Sometimes I just have to do stuff like without knowing what I'm doing. Like I just press the live button on TikTok or Facebook and just start talking. I don't know. Seems to be a superpower I have. And I'm hearing it's a superpower you should have too, Sonia. You're saying when you feel like you need to do something, it's time to start looking at taking. They're saying no. Take the leap. I feel like what I'm seeing, Sonia, is you're going through and running. You're like running into walls. just I keep feeling like you're running into a wall over and over again. These are with different things like in your life. It could be relationships. It is relationships. It's also with people, but I feel like sometimes you're stopping yourself because I feel like you've got some Virgo in your chart, like a lot of Virgo I'm hearing. I could be wrong on this, but it could be Virgo, Libra, and something else I'm hearing. So what that means is that sometimes you're hitting that wall and you're over analyzing everything, saying like, what if this happens? And what if this happens? And what if this happens? And I propose a different question for you. What if exactly what you want happens? You don't know unless you try. So moving on. That's the message they really wanted me to give you before I do any kind of she says, yes, I'm a Libra. Okay. I'm not sure what else. You can always look up your birth chart. Ingrid, do you know of any sites for free that do that?
Cafe Astrology.
Cafe Astrology. You can look up your birth chart. I can tell you all about it. I don't know anything about astrology, but Ingrid knows all about astrology. You can schedule a session with it. Does she?
I do more I do Vedic astrology and human design, but Western astrology
I like
not
Vedic
so much.
astrology more than regular astrology.
I do too. So yeah, if you want a Vedic astrology reading with me,
Yes.
book a session on my site. I'd be happy.
They told me I was a double master. I was a 22. So
that's numerology. Did they?
I don't know. I did Vedic astrology. It gave me like destiny number. I don't know. I'm not an astrologist. I'm a psychic. So, anyways, okay. There's a happy energy that's coming in. Number one.
Oh, Sonia is a generator in human design. We are too, Sonia. You're in good company.
Yeah. There's happy energy coming in within your family, but there's something you have to cross over first. That's getting rid of some mental BS, which is the Queen of Swords. Normally I wouldn't do cards first, but I did channel a bit. There's a lot of work you got to do on yourself here. They're talking about your health. Do not get mad at me, please. You got strong energy. Guides, stand around me, please. Not the Morrigan. Thank you. Okay, so angels. But they're saying be conscious with your health right now because there's a lot going on with you. And just saying, if anything's wrong, get it checked out. I'm not saying there is. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose or treat medical illnesses. But it's always good. I'm seeing a crap ton of leafy greens and shit like that. So I would definitely be eating some vegetables. You have higher connections you haven't tapped into yet. Some of them are with the dragon dimensions. This has been a recent discovery of mine, Ingrid. There's so many different dimensions that no one's talking about. And I've been looking around. One of those is like the dragon dimension. So there's a bunch of them, actually, I'm hearing. So you have a connection with the dragons. And you might want to further explore that. You also have connections with the planet Orion, which no one really talks about in the starseed charts. But Orion is a constellation. I believe Andromeda's there, but there's a bunch of other planets there too with life, they're saying. So you may want to look into that as well. Orion and starseeds around that area, because there's probably like 10 I'm hearing, 3 to 10 they're saying. Depending on who you ask is what I'm hearing. And with that, Ace of Cups. So definitely need to look at that because this may unlock a lot of stuff you need to hear because you naturally have the ability to channel vocally. And you may not see this yet. And one way to get to skill and a more to flesh out this ability, it's like if we were to decide to ride a bicycle, you might want to ride, and you're 4 years old or 2 years old. You want to ride a tricycle first, or you want to put the training wheels on the bicycle. So you don't want to ride the bicycle down a mountain because you don't know how to ride it yet. So what I'm saying is you may want to look into channel writing, where you write down your thoughts and stream of consciousness and don't think about it. Mark, we still have openings. And you just write down your thoughts and stream of consciousness. And you just write it down. It doesn't matter what it says. You might surprise yourself. One of my guides is saying. And what else is going on with you? Yeah, you got the activism energy, as Ingrid was saying. You also have ability from a past lifetime. I always say shamanistic because that's the word we use now. I would say more like nature magic. You can tap into the energy of like plants and talk to them. This may not be something that you're doing yet, but you'll be able to do it with a little meditation and a little fortitude and push forwardness. That's not me talking. So I hope that helped you, dear. And I need to do some energy on you, apparently. So hold on. Let's see what we got today. My guides are making fun of me. Okay. Anyways, here we go. And tap in now. Say I accept, Sonia. Tapping into your heart chakra. Tap me into the energy of the Elohim now. Elohim are a very like high race of beings, and they're talked about in Christianity and other texts. My theory is they stand around the throne of God. If there is, I believe there's many ways to look at God, so that's a debatable topic, but I feel like I had to say that. I'm not sure why. And there we go. You feel that energy going through your heart chakra. Thank you. And where's that person at? Someone's trying to hack into my feed. Where are you at? There. And Andromeda. I need my window open. Andromeda, go. Clear my hand and calibrate light wherever that was at. Someone trying to like break into my feed, which I don't appreciate. And if you try that again, well, they already tried it again. So that wasn't the first time. And now they are in Orion. I know. Eek, I'm spilling oil. They are in some place in the universe. I don't know. They'll figure it out when they figure out how to get back home to their body. One day, the next few days. Anyways, so moving on. Let me see what we got here. Okay. So next up we have Gina. Sawko. So Swako, I believe.
Gina. Okay.
Gina Swako.
Gina Swako.
Gina, are you here? Can you comment, please? Interesting. We still have openings, guys. It's $35 donation. PayPal is linked. Hello, Gina. And also Cash App is linked as well. So next up, Gina in the house.
Hi, Gina.
Miss Ingrid. I'll let you go first, Miss Ingrid.
Okay. All right, Gina. What do we got for you, beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna start with cards for you, darling. What does our beautiful Gina need to show me? Oh, hello. Okay, the first thing I'm getting is lighten up. Like, let yourself be lighter. Be light. Have more fun. Get out and play. It's a really important and potent time for you to be letting go of or putting down responsibilities, even if it's just temporarily. You've got to give yourself that play. I'm seeing like children running in a field. You know, I'm getting this. Put down the burdens. Just everybody deserves a break is what I'm getting. Everybody deserves a break. And you have a lot of responsibilities that are rightfully yours and you're happy to have them, but you need a break and you need to let yourself have some fun. I feel like you have children. If you have children, go have some fun with your kids. If you don't, then I'm just seeing them symbolically. But get out there and have some fun. Get into the present moment like a kid. Think about what you used to do as a kid that was really fun and you really enjoyed, and go do that. go give that to yourself, because Spirit says you really need a break. And when you give yourself that break, carve out that time. And you're a really fun-loving person is what I feel like. And I feel like you haven't allowed yourself to be that, to really express that and exercise that in quite a while, because you've been having, how do you have responsibilities? You've been taking life more seriously, but it's a very natural part of who you are. And when you really just put down your burdens and your responsibilities for a little while and go out and play and have fun and be goofy. I mean, you could go out like play laser tag or paintball guns or something. I don't know, something really active and like out there and just, running around feels like it will clear you out. It will clean you out of some heaviness that you've been carrying that does not belong in your body. And you will come back to your responsibilities and pick them up and feel more energized and more committed and more appreciative and grateful of what it is that you are, that you're taking care of. You won't have these responsibilities forever, but you are in a season of your life that you are, you just have a lot on your plate, and you've got to give yourself that break is what I'm getting. You've got to give yourself that break. Let's pull some cards for you. Go play. I love it when Spirit gives that advice. Like, just go play. Okay. That could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have the Magician, the Daughter of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Mother of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Okay. A lot of emotional stuff going on here. You having stuff being dredged up from the past. Six of Cups has to do with children. So it's either your childhood or your children or something around children that is creating that it's dredging up some stuff from the past, some old griefs and old hurts. And you are doing your best to show up in emotional maturity and unconditional love. And you absolutely have this in you. In order for us to show up completely in love for other people and for our projects and for our causes, we have to deal with this stuff, which is the old grief, the old disappointment. None of us escape it because none of us are taught how to feel our feelings. And so we all end up in adulthood with a bunch of stuck energy that is dredged up, that drags us down. That's just a lot. And so the way to deal with this is really simple. Carve out some space to feel your feelings. Get honest with yourself and with the people around you about where you're not happy and where you're feeling triggered. And then you have all the power to make that shift. This is the Magician, is the manifesting card. You have everything that you need to make your life brilliant. You just have to deal with some of this emotional stuff. And getting out and playing is going to clear some space for you to be able to do that, for you to be able to get perspective on the stuff that's coming up for you right now. It's going to take some time. Let it unfold. You don't have to rush. Enjoy the process. Roll with the process. It'll happen quicker than you think. Not as fast as you want it to, but quicker than you think. All right, so dive right in. You're doing amazing. Over to you, Thomas.
Okay, Gina. I'm looking at your past lifetimes. Give me a second. Call. I got cards here, but I'm gonna go into those later. Okay, Gina. You've had some some of your past, we have loads of past lifetimes, but some of your past lifetimes have been hard, dude. I saw some, what can I say? Yeah, I'm not on TikTok. Violence and other stuff like that. So you're a female in a lot of these lifetimes, they're saying. And it's important that you don't take up too much responsibility with other people. I feel like you're taking on, like, how do I say this? Karmic elements of other people's shit. So I'm just gonna have to come in as a straight shooter. They're showing me like a guy with a gun in the Wild West. So they're saying just don't be taking other people's shit on. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like there's people around you and they're just throwing their karmic or their energy, and I'm getting not even energy, their karma on you. And you're taking it and you're like, I can handle this and I can handle this and I can handle this. And if anything in your life, Gina, is like, dare I say, abusive, you might want to seek a professional or figure out a way to get out of it, is what I'm going to say. Because what I'm seeing is within these cards, she says huge issue right now. Okay, that's what I was picking up. So, and I was seeing a past lifetime, it looked really crazy too. So there's maybe playing out some kind of karma with that, but you don't have to play this karma out. You can just walk away. It's up to you whether you want to play it out or not, because it's already completed on your end. So a lot of times in past lifetimes, if we have this karma come up, sometimes you can continue in it. Your part's done. You've finished whatever it was you're supposed to finish. I feel like this is with a male. What's up, Lacey? But I feel like this is with a male. And walk away if you can. If you got to build a foundation first, do that. But I'm getting just, I don't want to tell you what to do with this. I feel like you already know what to do with this. So follow what you feel is the best thing. Seriously. Sorry. One of my guides. So some shit isn't right. She says, you're right. Nice to have it validated. Okay. Some shit is not right to do, Gina, to people. So don't have it done to you. You know, there's people that are happy living wherever they're at because their life is totally changed. I don't know why I'm telling you this, whatever. But let me get into the cards. They're changing my cards around in my head too. My abilities, Ingrid, just going through the roof. So number one is I was going to be past and present, but now it's present. It's both of them together. It's the Hermit. So you need to really look at what's going on around you. He's shining his light down. So he's looking at everything in his life without judging it and going, is this normal? Does this work anymore? I mean, I'm doing this right now. I'm like, does this work? Do I like this? No. So I'm shifting in another direction, even if people don't know I'm shifting in another direction. So, or for whatever that is for me, whatever that situation is for me. So I'm saying the same thing for you. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So that means just cut the shit out with a fucking flourish. I'm seeing Conan the Barbarian with his sword, swinging it around, just chopping off heads. So, you know, it's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm just saying maybe it's time to be like, fuck this, I'm out. And then that leads into what you're avoiding. That's why I like doing this deck this way, or the spread this way, is what is this? The Five of Swords. But to me, this just means that, and I know it's going to be different for everyone, people. I read tarot a totally different way. I just look at the picture and read off what I see in the picture. Is that there's a bunch of fucking battles that you shouldn't be having. You should just walk away from them. They don't matter anymore. Unexpected help is judgment. So the angels are in your favor. So you need to be asking, Gina, you need to be asking the angels for help. Be asking God for help, your guides for help. Ask. They will answer. The next right action is the Queen of Pentacles. So there's abundance coming, but you've got to be willing to take it, because the last card tells me that you are very unsure. It's probable future. It's upside down. It's the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7, yeah. 7 of Cups. So you can see, normally if it was like this, it's all these things that you could do. Some are good, some are bad. Doesn't really matter. Just choose one. But it's upside down, so it's telling me you're afraid to choose. So choose. Choose a situation. But my guys are also saying be very tactful. Don't come in like a battering ram. Sometimes you don't have to be a honey badger and run into and attack everything, because the honey badger doesn't get stung because its skin's so loose. Sometimes you have to do things from a distance and no one knows what you're really doing until you do it. And then they're like, what the fuck just happened? You're like, I'm gone, mofo. Peace out. So energy, Gina. I want you to feel into the energy. And now. And boom. Clear. Okay, some of them. Not all of them. Okay. And energy clear. Recalibrate light. Boom. I'm removing cords in your energetic field that you don't need anymore. They're up to you if you reattach them. I think you know what I mean. So some of these people don't need to be in your life anymore. And I feel like you're very hungry for something more, is what I'm picking up. You're very hungry for something more in your life. So go get that something more. Don't let anyone else tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Yes. Anything else? She's cool. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you, Gina.
And let's see here. Next up, we have PayPal. Let me double check it. Okay. We still have availability. Next up, we have, and it's $35 donation, PayPal and Cash App. Next up, we have Robert Becker. Mr. Bob in the house.
I'll start.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Bob. Beautiful Bob. Really into your energy. Let's see what we got for you, darling. Oh. All right, my sweet. We have some stop-start energy going on. Stop, start, stop, start. It's like you're ready to bounce, and you're also really needing to rest. Like you're really needing to rest. In fact, I feel like you're needing to rest. You need to rest and consider and do there's some healing work that needs to happen this week. We have the Strength card here. We have the Four of Swords, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So when I see multiple numbers in a tarot spread, it takes on a slightly different meaning. 2 4s is you're laying a foundation. You've got a foundation. You're building a solid foundation for what it is you're going to be manifesting next in your life with the Ace of Pentacles here. You have a lot of options, a lot of choices. 7 of Cups. And then we also have the 7 of Swords here. Again, 2 7s. Now, with your expansion is going to come vulnerability. You can expect to experience some vulnerability and some fear as you move into this next phase of your life, this next manifestation of your experience. You have a lot of options because you have a lot of gifts. You can do whatever you want. What you don't want to do is allow your mind to tell you not to do anything because honey badgers couldn't keep me away. Don't allow your mind to put you into a freeze response because you have fear coming up. Sit with that fear, expand through it, and you won't have it again, not in this situation. The thing about this cup with the 7 of Cups, there's a lot of different options here. Not all of them are the right option. Some of them are right, some of them are not right for you. And if you don't know, if you're confused, focus on one of your options, take a step towards it. Like take it down out of the sky, take a step towards it. And then if it takes a step back towards you, that's for you. If it doesn't, put it aside. It may be something for later or something not at all. But this week, really, chill. It's chill. It's a chill week, chill period right now. Because you have moved into a new energy, you're out of your comfort zone. And so you are going through the little ego death that comes from expanding into new energy. Just be gentle with yourself. Move through it. You got this. You're unstoppable, honey. Over to you, Thomas.
Bob, what's up with your ex-partner, if she is your ex-partner? That's what I'm hearing to ask you. If you could comment while I'm doing this. Like, is everything okay? Like, is everything going according to plan? Or is it just all kinds of insanity? Because I'm going to go with the latter. That it's all kinds of insanity. There's a lesson here I'm hearing. It's a lesson in boundaries of what you're willing to put up with and what you're Of course, if I'll chill, and yes, I'm looking at all that. Okay, so it wasn't that, but I feel like you need to put a boundary down, and that boundary is going to be what's important to you, and what's important for you moving forward, and that's saying don't put up with shit that you don't have to put up with, and you can do that now because you're not together. But be careful if you have children. I'm hearing, but. The good thing is you feel free in a way that you've never felt before, I'm hearing. I don't know the whole situation, but this is just what I'm getting. I don't know. And so there's happiness there. I agree with Ingrid. Take some time here. What I want you, like, I'm looking at the past, and this is I'm just going to show these cards. I never use these cards on TikTok because they got naked people on them. But this is the opposite of breathing life into yourself. The opposite. This is the past. But the present is you need to be really connecting in with your ancestors and your guides. Because they're the ones talking to you now. It's not some weird ass woman. Sorry, Ingrid. It's not some weird ass person in your life talking to you. It's spirit talking to you. Do we freeze?
No. I'm here.
And because I didn't want to offend Ingrid by saying woman, but whoever this person is, I don't like them. That keeps talking to you and harassing you. So you need to be talking to your guides and ancestors especially, because they hold a lot of knowledge of things that you need to be doing. And yeah, I took back my freedom and she doesn't like it. And she's in a deep depression because of the boundaries I've set. Okay, cool. And yeah, so what you're avoiding is justice. Okay, interesting. Justice. So it's not reverse justice. So the thing is, you're avoiding justice, but what does that mean? What I think it means is you might be being too nice to her. Because that's your nature, I'm hearing, is to be nice. You want to use that reference. They said, do you think Napoleon conquered all those lands by being nice? I don't know. They being frisky today. Okay. So anyways, I don't know, man. They said Napoleon's misunderstood too. So I don't know what they're talking about. Keep it going, Thomas. So I've been connecting to my spirit guide love of the messages. And sometimes you have to connect into your brutality too. Shit, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, but I agree with that. Sometimes I have to be an a-hole and people don't like it. And that's okay. Because that's how I feel at the moment. We have to experience our emotions. We're men. We're always taught to like take those emotions away. And I know I feel like I have to tell you this, Bob. So I was in a situation a couple days ago, and there's someone that doesn't like me, and they haven't liked me for a while, and I made the decision that if it ever happened again, I was going to tell them never to speak to me face to face again, even if they saw me, because I'm not going to put up with whatever their problem is with me. And I knew by doing that, even though I pretty much kind of did that, next time I will put it in, I gave them a warning essentially. Next time I will put it in full effect. Because I'm just not putting up with BS anymore. Just not doing it. Not playing that game. I don't care.
Amen.
I'm seeing things I don't like, and I'm starting to just be like, I'm going to call them, and I don't care if it pisses people off, even that I care about. Anyways, moving on. So the next unexpected help is the halls of heaven, they're saying. So it's right there. That's you right here, but that's what's helping you, is you as well. Your higher self is helping you as well. So the next right action is going to be a form of death. Even though it's a 7 of Cups, it doesn't really matter. This is a form of death, as the donkey is in the background. So some parts you are going to die, and it's not going to be comfortable, and you're not going to like it, but it's necessary. Number 4, the probable outcome is Thanos. I always say it's Thanos. Infinity gems. So you step into your true power, which is the King of Pentacles. You step in, or Queen of Pentacles. You step into your full power, and that's all that matters. That's what matters. You step into your full power and energy. So we say, Bob, say I accept, and I'm gonna put. Let's see, what are we doing here? Who are these beings? They're like picking cords out of people. Okay, and they are extraterrestrial or angelic or something. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to be all around you, Bob, and remove cord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Remove. And those spots recalibrate. Light. They have me like going like this, removing cords around you. Yes. So you are good, Bob. And golden ray. No. Get water, man. You need lots of water. Lots of water. Like this. Water. Drink water. It's going to be very good for you. It's going to help you process. So when you're in the middle of healing, Bob, sometimes you have to, what's the word? Sometimes you have to release. So that could come through normal functions of the body, and water is going to make it happen faster. It wouldn't be bad if you actually saw like an acupuncturist, man. I don't know if you can afford that, or a massage therapist, one of the two. Massage therapist might be cheaper. And that'll help get some of that stuck energy out of your muscles. So I'm just going to say that's what I'm hearing. And thank you, Bob, for being here, my friend. Next up, we're going to see what we have next. We still have open we still have $35 donations, PayPal and Cash App. And we have Mark Schumer next on the list. Mark, are you here, my friend? I've been waiting on you.
I saw him comment earlier.
I'm waiting for him to donate for a while. Mark. Mark. It was comment, my friend. I'll see it. You don't have to write down the time.
Cool.
There he is. Yes. Yes. What's up, Mark?
Hello, Mark. Where's Mark? There he is.
I'm going to have you go first. I already know what I need to say, but I want to see what you have to say.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm getting some yawning here, Mark. How am I feeling? Show me. Okay, Mark. So I feel a lot of heavy energy around you. My hands are hot, and when I'm closing my eyes, I'm seeing these visions of like lava paths going through the mountain, like from an erupting volcano. These hot hands, I usually associate these with healers' hands. I feel like you're going through or about to go through an eruption in your life that is going to wake you up and activate you to a higher level of yourself, which is like a healer side of yourself. You've always been a very empathic person, a natural counselor. People come to you with their problems. You're able to listen and reflect back to it. You find a lot of satisfaction in that. It's been just relegated to your close circle, your friends, and that's fine. You just do in life, right? But this experience is coming up for you. The way that your life is going to shift, you're going to open up to a more profound understanding of your own healing abilities. It does include counseling other people, but there's more to it that they're not showing you the details because it's for you to discover and for you to learn to trust in yourself. But you're going to find that this opening up of your life is going to open you up to the possibility of shifting your life direction, particularly your career, the kind of work you do in the world. You're going to seriously consider it. It's unclear whether you're going to decide to move in this direction or not, which is more a direction of formalizing your healing work, and I feel like you're going to want to keep it in the realm of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not legitimate, but like sort of standard, like there's a word and it's escaping me, but you know what I mean? Like you're not going to want to go all the way woo, but you're going to want to incorporate the work, the healing work that is deeply satisfying to you. You're going to want to go bigger with it as you move through this process. It's going to be an inner awakening process. There may be quite a lot of chaos that shows up in your life because I am seeing a vision of an exploding volcano. So you could be experiencing that now, or that's coming up. It feels like you might be starting to notice it and it's going to be coming up for you. Please don't be afraid change is inevitable and it is always beneficial for us. Everything is working in our favor, and every god awful experience I have been through or Thomas has been through has woken us up more and more to our gifts and our purpose and put us on that higher path. So this is what is happening for you because you have such a big, juicy, yummy heart. You're such a healer and an empathetic person. You can do so much good in the world. The universe spirit is asking you to take that out to expand your sphere of healing from just your close friends and acquaintances and in sort of a casual way. It's, I could see you going into a line of work, something like social work or counselor or something. I feel like you're going to want to keep it like in the mainstream, but really exercise your gifts, your intuitive and your healing gifts. It's going to feel deeply satisfying for you. You decide what format, what container you want, but that's what I'm seeing coming up for you in the near future. And I just want to say again, I mean, your heart is just so big and wide open. Also, you're going to, some of the things that are coming up with this exploding volcano, things are going to go away, habits that you have perhaps, or things that you're doing, things that are things that you've got going on in your life that aren't really serving you, that are maybe not great for your frequency. These could even be just thoughts that you or beliefs that you have, but like that's the kind of thing that's going to come up and you're gonna be like, I have to let this go, because you're going to have to let certain things go in order to expand into this next level frequency that spirit is calling you towards, really calling you towards. Like this is an inevitable experience for you. But again, please do not be afraid. There's, your things are going to change and shift, but you're not going to be hurt or die or anything like that. It's about up leveling. Okay. Up leveling into a new you, baby, new frequency, Mark's highest expression. Let me pull some cards. There's a mountain. Let's call it a volcano. 3 of the moon, the devil, the Son of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. So climbing, you've been intending towards this, sort of walking this path for a while, not in a really like hurried way, but you've been walking towards the mountain. All right. You're going to have to, you're going to have shadow work come up. Okay. It's going to be maybe scary, some fears. If you have any addictions running, that's going to come to the forefront and you're going to be asked to release those. Now, that could be, we get addicted to all kinds of stuff. We get addicted to our phones, we get addicted to whatever. Any kind of addictive behavior you have coming up is going to come to the forefront. Your mind is going to chew on you as things begin to shift. Remember that the mind lies, and sink into your heart, into your intuition. Some things are not meant to be known or even intellectually understood. They're meant to be experienced. And that's what you're moving into. This is ultimately going to result in a big confidence boost. You're not going to feel it at first. At first, you're going to be like, oh my God. But then you're going to recognize how much strength, intestinal fortitude you have, and you're going to carry that confidence out into your life. It's also going to result in a rearranging of your thinking, shifting of your thoughts. You're going to start to understand where your thinking is crummy and how you can change it, and the beliefs that you've held on to that have held you back. And finally, we have the 6 of Pentacles here. You are a giver to the core. It gets you in trouble sometimes. Okay. You've got to evaluate the give and take relationships. This is between you and other people, family, friends, also corporations, businesses, anybody you're doing business with. You've got to really be conscious of the give and take here. 2 6s means self-love. Okay. Learning to love yourself. You got this. Wow, that's some energy coming up for you. Hope that's helpful, darling. I'm going to bounce you over to Thomas.
Okay, Mark, I've been waiting on you to donate for a while, my friend. This is an interesting reading I got for you. I feel like it has a lot to do, like as Ingrid said, your question, a lot of stuff's moving out, and there's certain people in your life that are going to be rearranging. Let me just say that, because I don't know who's around you. And I don't know if that's even the person. I have to say that as well. But certain things are going to be rearranging, and that's important for you. And they're saying be very careful about what you hold on to. There's a lot of shit that's going to happen, but this is part of the process. I'm going to piggyback on what Ingrid said a little bit, because I was looking at my cards and I was like, okay, I see what I need to say, but I already picked it up a little bit before she even started talking. So, these situations that are happening to you, it just is what it is. And the magic that you're going to be learning, if you decide, as she said, if you decide to go down this path, I would recommend it. It may be like really big magic. It may be really woo-woo stuff, but as I agree with Ingrid, you're going to incorporate it more into like a non-woo-woo fashion. But that speaks to a lot of people. And some they give me my friend who lives in Savannah who does body work. So people come to him all the time. Now they don't even know that he's doing energy work on them. They have no fucking idea. But he does it anyways because that's what he's supposed to do, and he's a master at it, at least what he does. And so it just is what it is. So that's why I'm kind of getting the same thing, just for larger groups of people at once. And yeah, so but let's get in the cards though before you get into healing. This is a pass, and it's almost like you're having a battle between you and yourself, is what I'm saying. Just a battle between your light and your dark. But you shouldn't be having a battle. So this is about integration, which will come up later in the cards. Number 2, this is a present moment. And to me, it's a Knight of Cups, but I don't see it that way. I just see this as overcoming. You're above all the problems right now, and you're looking at the situations around you, and you're tapping into like a cosmic consciousness, I'm hearing. And keep going with that. You need to be meditating, bro. Like seriously, you need to be meditating. You need to be getting outside, 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 outside. They're going to keep repeating that. And meditating. Now, what you're avoiding, okay, which is the Knight of Wands, but whatever. I don't see it like that. Is being a metaphysical badass and tapping into it. Just tap into it. All these cards are magical, dude. Unexpected help. When I see this woman, I love it. What does she look like, Mark? She looks dark as F. Tap into it. Tap into that side of you. There's power there, and there's understanding of what you can truly do. Tap into that darkness. Tap into it. I know everyone in the New Age movement's like love and light, love and light. I've seen so many people attack me with love and light. And I'm like, come on camera with me. That's where my darkness comes out. I'm like, come on camera. Let's have a little debate about what you're talking about. They're like, no, I'm scared. They run away. I'm like, oh, you're real love and light, aren't you? Anyways, the point is they attack me with love and light words. I've seen too many people in the spiritual community do this. But sometimes I can be a bit aggressive. So that is what it is. Anyways, next right action is listening to the angels and the messages you're getting. I feel like you're not listening as well as you need to be. They're giving you all these messages, but it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Listen. Because these gnomes right here, or dwarves, are building something important. They don't see the angel up here that's trying to talk to them. Their job would be a whole lot easier if they just listened to him. Because he's just watching. He's like, hey, I'm up here. You going to listen to me? Yes or no? But I'm going to stand up here until you do. That's what I'm being told to tell you. And the probable future is death. So you're slaying what no longer serves you. There's probably some other things too that you're getting rid of that no longer matter to you. I don't care what the card says. I just read the pictures. And yeah, you're slaying what no longer matters to you. And I love this card, Mark. This is like my favorite cards every time I pull it. And she's just killing this demon. She's like, get out of my way, motherfucker. And yeah, let's do some energy work for you. Here we go. Say I accept, Mark. Michael, tap into me now. Now, blast Mark, straight to Mark, only Mark. You may feel wind going around you. You may feel heat going through your body. Yeah. Michael, detach from me, go to him. But not with any of my energy. I call back all my energy from all spheres and dimensions, timelines. Thank you. Come in. And go to him. Clear cords. There we go. Now, Michael, you can go. Step in, reconfigure where those cords are at. So those hooks were in your auric field. Now we're removing those hooks, or he removed those hooks. And of those energies, like energy cords that are draining at you, and recalibrate light. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Ooh, shit. There we go. Thank you, Mark, for being here.
Thank you, Mark.
Next up. And we still have openings, $35 donation for readings. And next up, yes, I need more time, PayPal. Next up, we have Sarah Lamas.
Our Sarah. Hello, beautiful. Okay. We'll start. Sarah, show me. Okay, lots of blue first, like a nice dark blue. It's gorgeous, like an dark electric blue. And then I'm feeling energy in my root, particularly on the left side, very specifically. I actually feel like this is energy that may be turning into a physical issue. And again, as you know, I am not a medical professional. So if you have any concerns, please see a doctor. But I do feel like if you have any kind of discomfort or pain showing up in the areas of the root, in the groin area, be sure to get that checked out, just to rule anything out, because it does feel like it's potentially manifesting as something physical in your root chakra. It doesn't feel serious, like a big problem. It feels like, and maybe an irritation, something like that, but something that can get cleared up. But go ahead and get that cleared up is what I'm getting. I have my guide coming forth, and my third eye is tingling, and I feel like that's confirmation. Just pay attention to that. Work with the energy in the root chakra right now as well. Your root chakra is about your sense of safety and security. It's the foundation we lay for ourselves based on our childhood experiences and relationships. You've been doing a lot of work on your foundation, honey. So it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility if some stuff was happening as things were shifting down there. Energy and our physicality is totally interwoven and connected. Everything starts as energy. So continue to do your energy work in your root chakra. I feel like the left and right side of the root chakra is like breaking apart. So your masculine and feminine is changing. The dynamics within yourself and how you relate to each of these energies inside of you and outside of you. I now feel energy in my power center, and I feel a lot of anger coming up, especially anger at or towards the masculine, or what you perceive as being unfair is the closest I can come to. Unjust, unfair, mistreated. Not mistreated, but ignored, overlooked, where you've been overlooked. You're really noticing where you have been overlooked by the masculine, by males in your life, male relationships. You're really seeing that, and that's really causing some challenges for you in the root. So take deep breaths, get into your soulmatic renewal work. When you feel the anger or when you feel the emotions, when you feel the trigger, go into your body with it. I feel like a lot of it will be in the root. I'm also feeling tension in the sacral. So between like the root and the sacral, I'm also, again, feeling the physicality of that. So if you have any issues there, please get that checked out to make sure, again, it doesn't feel like anything deadly or anything like that at all. And if it did, I would tell you. So, but it's something that you'll want to get cleared up, because anything like physically going on with this is just a drain on our system. And you don't need a drain on your system right now. You're doing big root chakra, and then soon you'll be doing sacral chakra healing work. Like, okay, you're kicking ass. Okay. You're doing really, really well. You're coming into awareness. Awareness is the 99% of it, because once we see it, it has to change. Once you see it, game over. All right. So stuff going on there. Let me pull some cards for you and see what else Spirit has to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else does Sarah need to know? The Emperor, masculine. The Hermit, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Judgment. Yeah, you're going through it, babe. You're needing to retreat into yourself. I feel like you're having a hard time, like you're really needing this and you're having a hard time letting yourself do it because you're worried if you do, everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. It won't. You've got to take care of yourself. You have depression creeping in on you. You have stuff, you have this creeping in. You need that alone time so you can find clarity and you can realign your thinking and your thoughts. Clarity. Both of these cards are about clarity. This is big spiritual clarity. This is mental clarity. Right now, you have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. This is not clarity. This is worry. This is anxiety. This is depression. This is sadness. This is all the things. This is all being dredged up because it's time to acknowledge it, see it, and then release it and make some changes in your life. I know you've been on this journey for a while. You've been really working towards it and you're doing amazing. And our healing comes in waves. It's like a spiral, up and down, and you're just kind of in a dip right now, peeling back a layer. It will feel better soon. But please give yourself the gift of solitude, me time. You have a painting room, go paint. Go take time to yourself. Anything you can to get away and get by yourself. Nature would be great. It's not requirement, but get away for a while and take care of your sweet self, honey.
Jennifer, Sarah. What I'm seeing is you keep running into walls, and it's like every time you run into a wall, you're hurting yourself. So they're saying stop, but Ingrid's essentially saying a stop, and I'm saying something stop. Take assessment of what's going on around you. And I mean, the past is there's death around. Ingrid, by the way, look at your messenger if you can.
Got it. Thank you.
I couldn't get a comment through StreamYard. So, okay, another donation. And Sarah, so number one, you're in the Eight of Swords. I don't know if you pulled that, Ingrid. Did you?
I did.
You're in the Eight of Swords. So you feel trapped. This is where you're currently at. I'm not even looking at where you are in the past because it looks pretty brutal. And it's upside down, so I don't even know what that means. So what you're avoiding, I would normally say cosmic consciousness. Whoever's messaging me, can you please stop?
It was me. I'm sorry, but you started it.
Sorry. I thought that was just some random person messaging me. I'll look at it. So, So this is the card. Let's just look at it for a second. It's not going to flow. It'll make focus and it might not. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that's there for you with the Knight of Wands. But I'm looking at the picture. I don't really look at what the cards are with this deck. I just look at the pictures. If you're self-medicating, I get it. But I'm going to say be careful because it's when you're self-medicating, somebody smoked cigarettes and did edibles for a lot of his life. After you pull the band-aids off, emotions start just coming to the surface like crazy. But you have to, if you are self-medicating, I don't know if you are, but you can be self-medicating in all kinds of different ways. It could be like TV, it could be anything. So if you are, when those band-aids get pulled off, it's not going to be easy to like circumvent what's happening with you. Even last night, I didn't make a live on accident, and this never happens. I always show up for lives, but it was with someone else. But like literally, I was going crazy and I passed out, and I just think I wasn't supposed to be there. So the band-aids are being pulled off of me on certain areas. So I'm saying this because I understand. So, yes. I feel like you're all over the place. That's why you have to stop. I'm saying. That's why you have to stop. I can show you all these cards. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The next right action is her, which is she's taking back her power, but she's in reverse too. So you've got to stop and think about what it is you want and what it is that's going to be the best fit for you. And when you do that, you move into this. And that is understanding the serpents and how to handle them without any protection. The serpents around you, the ones that you feel are trying to bite you, you have mastery over them. Which is, didn't expect to channel that. Okay, whatever. So you have mastery over whatever's trying to bother you that you perceive as a threat. If you run into a problem, you need to be calling on angels, I'm hearing. So most angels that we talk about, like Metatron and Michael and Uriel and Gabriel and all these, their will is order. So that's why I would like you to call on those angels, any archangel that works for you, because there's plenty of angels out there, but these specifically I'm hearing, because they have to be orderly. They have to do what is right by their understanding. Like even people that have, and Sarah, I don't know why I'm telling you this, they have angelic DNA in their body. They have, or they're connected, they're an angel in some form. They have to do what they feel. They always are going to go towards the light. No matter what they do, they veer off course. They're always going to be slanted more towards light than darkness. So I feel like I tell you that as well. But you'll be fine, they're saying. It's not as bad as you think, but you really got to take some time. I feel like you've been running this course for a long time and not making the decision, which is okay. I mean, we all do that. And just give it time. And parts of you are going to walk away. Like parts of you are not going to work anymore. And parts of you are going to walk into what you are. Just give it time. 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 Okay. Yeah. Just confirming everything. Sarah, let me do energy work. Tap me into Chamiel, the angel of love, now. There we go. He says like love bombing you with energy. With energy. So there you go. Kaboom. Okay.
Thomas, I need to switch to my phone because my computer's running out of battery.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do that real quick, then we can continue. But I just wanted to break real quick so I didn't interrupt.
Do your thing. I have to look at these messages. Yeah, Nicole. You can, just as long as you donate for the reading. Yeah, not a problem. $35 donation. And I'm just looking at some things too while Ingrid does it.
Just get on my phone.
Okay, I want to see who else is donated to, so I got a lot of stuff. Mute yourself. Just take off the one that doesn't work. Click it out, and the other one will pop up. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We did it. Okay. Awesome sauce.
Hold on. Stop. Okay. There we go. Yeah, stay logged in, babe. There we go. Jesus, we got a lot of people. Okay, we got 4 more people.
4 more? Okay.
Feedback. I might be getting feedback on your end. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I got my headphones in and
now it stopped. Maybe we didn't put in the headphones. Okay, so we got 4 more people. You ready for this?
I'm freaking ready. Yes.
Next up, we have soul treats. Soul treat.
Soul treats.
Okay. Soul treats.
I like.
So guys,
I like our little habit of going every time she comes on. It's like soul treats.
soul treats.
Soul treats. Okay.
Let me say something real quick, Ingrid. If you guys are not here for the thing, I will write down the time, and all you have to do is message me if you can't stay for the full 4 people that are here already. So just saying, just message me. I'll give you the time.
Okay, soul treats. Soul treats. Show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me. Wow, cool. I feel, hang on. I feel my third eye tingling, and I feel you, soul treats, zeroing in on the things that matter to you, what's important in your life. And I see you like blowing up what is not relevant for you anymore. And this feels so good because it feels like you are coming in with like a grenade or something to blow up what is not relevant for you anymore. It may have been relevant at one point, but you have such courage the way that you're coming in and you're just saying, this is not working for me. This is not relevant for me. This is not the direction. This is not supporting what I want to create. It's going to go. Even if you feel really attached to it, you're coming in with that energy. And that is so great because it takes a lot of courage. It's very hard for most people to let go of things that they're attached to or that had worked for them in the past. But you're like cleaning house. You're going in and you're cutting the fat. You're thinning the herd. You are getting rid of what is not working for you. This is going to lighten your energy so much, and it is going to speed up your manifestation process and your building process. Anything that has been heavy for you, that has been like you've been kind of dragging behind you or lifting up, you're really gotten to the point where you're like, I don't need to be carrying that. That's a dead weight and that has to go. And you're doing so with finesse and class. And you're really going in and taking care of business, taking out the trash. That doesn't mean that these things that are going away are bad or wrong. They simply don't belong in your sphere and what you're building right now. You're building something that needs to be, I see a lot of blue. So this is about speaking, communicating, sharing. You're building a structure. I see a building and it's blue and it looks very futuristic to me. So I feel like what Spirit is telling me is you're creating something that is cutting edge, ahead of its time even. And it's about bringing a voice out to the collective. You're finally willing to put your voice into the mix too, is what I'm hearing, which I think is fantastic. But you're letting go of the old that does not serve what you are creating, the new that you're bringing in. It's not so much new technology, it's more like new awareness, new thought that you're bringing in. It feels very, very cool. Okay, let me pull some cards for you. 6 of Wands, we like that. 10 of Cups, working hard with the 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, brand new energy, and your community. You have a great community. You have people who care about you, people who support you, people who are incredibly loyal to you. It's going to take a little time, but you're getting there. You're on the path. This is the yes card. You're making it. You're on the path now. This is going to make you happy, and it makes you really happy to be pursuing this, to be building this. It's really creative for you, all right? And it's building a strong foundation, something that will last. And like I said, it's brand new energy. It hasn't been done quite like this before. And that's why it's going to take a little time, because when you're forging a new path, it's like you're out in the jungle with a machete. You're cutting down all the trees. You're doing all the hard work so that other people can walk easier after you. But you're doing the heavy lifting. Use your community, leverage your community, lean on people, ask for advice, get input. These are your people. They will show up for you. All right, over to Thomas.
Okay. I'm just going to go with the cards. I'm like arguing with my guides. I'm like, should I use my regular deck or my supernatural deck? And they're like, use your supernatural deck. It's darker.
You haven't used that in a while.
And I was like, okay, here we go. This is the past, the dapper gentleman. That's you, they're saying. So this is about you portraying a certain bit of yourself to everyone else, fitting into a thing. And you see how I just threw that card away because that don't matter. This is where you're at now, the devil. Now, this isn't your normal devil card. I was very surprised when I pulled this out. This is about you embracing whatever the fuck it is you want to embrace. Because I know who this is in Supernatural. And he don't give a fuck about shit. He just like comes in, he's like, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm not going to say who he is, though, because that would soil the reading. Okay. Which are avoiding the Queen of Blades, which is the same thing. I mean, does this woman look like, she got a thing there to like take blood out of people in the mortuary. Does she look like she play around? If I met this girl in a bar, sold treats, I'd run the other way. But you leave me alone. I'm not going home with you. Okay. So what I'm saying with you is that just do whatever it is you feel like you need to do. I feel like it feels good, but it feels dark. And darkness is not always a bad thing. And that's what you're avoiding. And unexpected help is justice. So there might be a lot more beings on your side than you believe. I'm saying be careful, but look into some that may not resonate with you right now. Because there might be a few out there that you can work with. I'd be willing to work with you because of your power set. But be careful, they're saying. Kind of like Thomas and his Morrigan. Because she's a little crazy sometimes. I had to back her up. So, not his Morrigan, but working with a Morrigan. She can be a little crazy. So, no offense, Morrigan. Thank you. And, interesting. I pulled too many. Oh, yeah, that's why. The next right action is taking a stance of being gentle, but also being vicious. If you see those beautiful, they keep going to bars. If you see this beautiful girl at a bar, you're like, oh, she's beautiful. I'd like to talk to her. And she's carrying a blade in her hand. She stabbed you. So I'm just saying, you can be beautiful and you can be vicious. Once again, I got confused by this last one. But that's the next right action. Having both sides of the coin. Because judgment was upside down. And I had to ask for further understanding. Because I feel like what Ingrid said about whatever these ideas are, they may not be perceived the right way at first, but when you're ahead of your time, you're ahead of your time. So I'm going to give you an example. There's a guy on Netflix right now. It's Ancient Apocalypse, Graham Hancock. I've been listening to this dude for 20 plus years. And they slandered his name forever, like 20 plus years, 24 years ago, on Fingerprints of the Gods, because he was trying to prove that there was a little ice age that happened, and Pangea, and we existed with dinosaurs, and all kinds of things. But it took them about 10 to 14 years, but they realized there were little ice age that happened on the Earth. And the point is that he was right. I never saw a single science or scientific magazine that printed that he was right later on and printed he was wrong prior to that ever say, I'm sorry, but you were right. And that pissed me off. So these ideas or whatever is going to happen leads into the Nine of Cups, which is, for me, I'm just saying it's a bunch of happiness and abundance. And they're saying, I don't know why they're saying this. Be careful of the blood. I know that sounds weird, but whatever. Like blood chalices. But just don't go too dark, I guess is the point. You got to balance that out. Because the darkness can be very enchanting. And you can do lots of things with it. Anyways. And do we need to do a healing for her? A little bit. Boom. Energy. Next up, we have Tamara. So, Tamara, are you here, dear? Are you here, Miss Tamara?
How do you spell that?
Tamara.
Tamara.
Curly. It's either Tamara or Tamara. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Curly. Yes, I remember Curly. Tamara. Okay.
And now she's switched her name to the other side. Cash App, it's one way, and the other way, it's another.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Show me. Okay, honey. I feel like you've been in a battle. You've been through a battle. You're battle weary is what I have. You're tired. You've been fighting. Spirit would like you to know that the battle is just about over. But when the battle is over, what hits you is the magnitude of what you've just been through. That, like when you go through a battle, you're in the battle, you're fighting, it's really intense. And then when you're done fighting, the magnitude of what you've been through, and you might just fight and just collapse. You're going to need a break. You're going to need an integration period. I feel pain in my arms, in my ulnas here, on right here specifically. I started feeling that immediately. And when I felt that, I saw like gauntlets on your arms, like you've been fighting, blocking, hitting people with it. And I'm just getting the image of a battlefield. And now that the battle is done or almost done, you're really going to need an integration period. Please give that to yourself. Your tendency is going to be to not give that to yourself, to feel like you have to keep going because you feel like you got to keep going, keep fighting, keep running on adrenaline, keep making things happen. It is worth it to take that time for yourself to rest, integrate, cry, grieve. You've been through a hell of a time recently, a hell of a battle. It's been a long battle. Felt like at times it would never end, but it has ended or it's about to end. And this is your time to rest. You will then be getting up and you will be carrying on your journey. I don't feel another big battle coming right away, but there are things for you to do. There are things for you to do, places for you to go on your journey. You know where you're headed, but you've got to take this time to rest or the universe will force the issue. You will be forced to rest. And that can look like getting sick or injured in order for you to be taken down so that you get that rest in. So please make sure that you get your rest in. Take the time now to integrate. And I also get grief because you've been through a hell of a time. Like you've been through a hell of a period. Take the time now. All right. Let me pull some cards for you, sweetheart. Show me. Thank you. The Star, the Sun, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. This is really good. You've come into really good energy. The Star card, you know where you're headed. You know what your goals are. You're moving in that direction. The Sun, you've got happiness on the horizon. You've come out of this period victorious and you're going to keep working. This isn't a stop for the rest of your life. You're going to keep working. You want to keep working, but you're starting something new. Okay. You're evolving into new energy and your community is going to build up around you. You're going to find more and more there's concrete help and assistance available in your life now that you have gone through this challenging period. There you go, beautiful. I hope that's helpful.
Something about exploring yourself, your physicality, your emotions. Exploring who you are. I feel like there's other people, I'm talking about, that have put on definitions of what you should be and shouldn't be. And it's time for you to make up your own rules. But they're saying don't be ruled by trauma. I see a lot of people that are ruled by traumas of the past. I think a lot of people just are in general, but not ruled, but they're influenced. Sorry, that came out pretty strong. Influenced by traumas of the past. And
I don't think ruled is too strong a word. Okay. I think you're right. I think there are people that are ruled by their traumas.
They are. And it's an unfortunate thing. So if it was like, and this is what I'm talking about with you, dear, is that if you were to get in a relationship and you were very much hurt by another relationship, it's like someone cuts you and then you start bleeding all over the next person. And they have no idea why you're bleeding on them. Like, what did I do? And, You're saying all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying be careful, because if you don't work on this, that's exactly what's probably going to happen. And they're showing me like a man pounding his hand. So it's almost like get to work is what I'm hearing. Get to work now on whatever it is you feel like you need to do, because that's how things are going to shift for you when you get to work on what you need to do. That's when everything's going to start changing for you. And remember that you make the rules now. You make the rules. And be careful of intoxicants. I can't believe I'm saying these things, Ingrid. Okay. Be careful of intoxicants and other things while you're going through this, because at least everyone, well, some people, I know some people say, oh, if I do this all the time, it's going to make me so much more expansive. I don't always buy that. But moderation's cool. Whatever. But everything's different for every person. I mean, whatever. I've gone through my own pathways in life, and I've been fine. I'm still here. But the point is that I'm still psychic as fuck. And what I'm getting at with you is that you make the rules, and just don't be too, in the future, if this was a guy, don't bleed on the next one expecting him to be the same person. Like, write down, okay, it's a better way to say it. Write down what you want to appear in your life. I was saying something Thomas forgot about. Tony Robbins told me this. So Tony Robbins, when he's looking for a wife, he wrote down 5 pages of what he wanted. And he's like, I'm not saying, he goes, that's going to be my wife. And I don't agree until every single line on those 5 pages are in the person that I meet. And one day he's on a train and he looks at he's like, I think this is her. He's dating like, I don't know, Tony Robbins, probably dating like 10 women, sorry. And he looks at it, he's like, every single line here is my wife. And he married her. So I need to tell you that. Don't know why. And I'm sure you figure it out, though. Write down what you want. And energy. Say, I accept. Just the person that I'm reading for, please. How do I say her name? Tamara?
Tamara, I believe.
I figured it was Tamara, but I wasn't sure. Not the best with names. Everyone knows that. And clear. Recalibrate light. Okay. You're more than welcome, Tamara. Okay. Next up. I didn't look at what you wrote. Lisa's mother. Hold on. Give me a second, please.
Okay.
How do I write this? No. I'll just say it out loud. No, it's an ongoing issue and needs to see me. Lisa's mom, you need to see me in an appointment. I was going to say that out loud. So it's up there, thomassawyer.com. Anyways, psychic guidance, chakra balancing, or energetic transmutation. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to have Ingrid start. And I'm going to put a wall of fire around both of us now.
I like it. Okay. Lisa's mom. Show me, show me. Show me, show me. Let me pull some cards.
I'm going to put this on the screen.
Okay. Okay. Lisa's mom. What's your mom's name? So I can address her by name. There's endings and beginnings happening in the energy. Now, when I tapped into the energy, I said, show me, show me, show me. That's when spirit starts to give me visuals. I didn't really see anything. I was taken into a void. I felt like sucked into a void. There was just, I'm not sure what that means. So that's why I pulled some cards. The first card I pulled is the 10 of Swords, which is an ending. This is darkest before the dawn. This is as bad as it's going to get. Okay. Then I pulled the Ace of Swords, which is a powerful new beginning, clarity, making a decision. And then I pulled the Father of Swords, two ends of the spectrum here. And then the 10 of Swords is smack dab in the middle of Ace all the way to the Father of Swords, the progression. So what I'm seeing here is new beginning, Joni. Okay. New beginning and mastery, mental mastery. There's a mindset shift that has to take place in the energy. Now, I'm not touching on the physical right now. I feel like I want to leave that to Thomas. But there's all of this mental energy. It's gotten as bad as it's going to get. It has to change now. It has to turn over. It has to begin again. We have the Justice card, which is a great card. Everything's fair. It's working out in your favor as you move into this new energy. And then I have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a concrete in the world, new beginning, new manifestation. And then I have the three of Wands here, which is about setting your intention, really putting yourself in the direction you want to go. Joni, you're ready for a new start. You're ready to leave behind any kind of darkness and difficulty and struggle that you have had. And it's time for you to go ahead and make that decision and move into this next phase. I think booking a session with Thomas feels amazing. To really take that action, that first concrete step with the Ace of Pentacles, and move towards that. Okay. I'm going to leave the healing to Thomas, and I'm going to support him in that. But I feel like Thomas should take the lead on that. And that's just the energy reading that I have for you. Okay, Thomas, over to you.
I'm still grabbing. I'm literally using 3 different decks to do this reading. Give me further clarification on all 3. Thank you, and thank you. 3 options. Okay, thank you. That's fucking weird. Usually 3 decks to make a reading. Okay, so you're all over the place, Joni. Number 1. I don't want to say this. Sometimes you have to cut your losses. I know what's going on. I know about the situation, at least as much as I do know. I don't know, but probably more I don't know. I'm hearing, but things will work out the way they need to work out. But if you keep pumping energy into something that's not moving, it's like literally putting gasoline into a car when the engine doesn't work anymore. And you're going to have to take a step back and reassess all of this. And I think you need me to say it. That's what my guides are saying. This isn't working. You know it's not working. And what are you going to do? Take a step back and look at it. And when you look at it, this is what you're going to see is the 7 of Cups, number 1. There's all kinds of different things here in these different cups. Some you're going to like, some you're not going to like. It's up to you. I'm going to take this comment off the feed. All right, thank you. So some you're going to like, some you're not going to like. And that's okay. This is the past leading into the present, but this is still the present. Okay? Number 2. Now we're going to do healing, but this is just what I need to say. Number 2. This is a present moment. You're looking down on everything. All the problems represent the little people around her. You have to make a decision what it is you want to do. This is what matters. What you're avoiding, shit, the Knight of Swords. But it's, of course, they have me use this card. She looks like she's insane. Okay. There's so much darkness in your life, dear. There's just so much darkness. And you're avoiding looking at it and how it's impacted you and where you're going to move from moving forward. That's what's important. I mean, you really got to look at what's right for you and not anything else that you've been indoctrinated with. And that's all fine and dandy for some other people and in your life, but for you, you have to take a step back. So I'm hearing the world's realigning and different energies coming in now, and it's not what it was like 5, 10, 20 years ago. So unexpected help is the Queen of Pentacles. So there's abundance happening for you. I would say this would be emotionally. Maybe it's materially as well, but I'm going to say this is mentally, emotionally, materially, all these different ways. It's also you like looking at yourself and looking at your inner child and looking at who you are inside of yourself, who you really are when you strip away all those layers. Like who's really there? I feel like you've been way too hard on yourself. And this card's backwards, so it's the next right action. Is damn it. Okay. It's backwards though. So I'm looking at the picture though, not what it is. And I feel like there's a bunch of people that are telling you exactly what you need to do. And that's up to you whether you listen or not. These could be energies that are telling you what to do. It's up to you if you listen or not. I say that you should listen to what you want to do. And the final part of this, before I do this energy work, is this. 3 different outcomes. Number 1 is the 7 of Cups upside down. Not good. Okay? That's the darker path because it's my darker deck. The next one is my middle deck. And as I believe this is the High Priestess. So she's rising above everything. That is the light and the dark in between. Next is my normal deck that I use for about everything. Is Judgment. Judgment from the angels. This is the lighter deck they're saying for this reading. This is judgment from the angels. You have to make a decision. You have to be willing to move into what you want. That's probably why you need to make a session with me. You do make energetic transmutation, not a normal session because I need to do a lot of work on you. But that's up to you, dear. That's part of your decision process. Whatever works for you works for you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Just telling you what I'm being told to tell you. So here we go. It's gonna be a lot of energy. Okay. Jesus help. Okay. The lights are starting to dim in my room. Okay. Tap me in to send in Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Arcturians, Andromedans, the Lions of Judea. Send in the Elohim. And it's been a while since I've seen you. Space Cowboy, step in. And send in the Sisters of the Rose. And send in the Council of the Templars. 2. And send in recalibration experts of the 25th dimensional plane. Boom. And something else. Jesus, step in. Thank you. And connect all around her. This is going to be a lot of energy. You didn't expect this. You're going to have to say, I accept, because they are just standing there with their hands open. When you say, I accept in your head, this will start the process. Lisa, I want you to have, when she says it out loud, I want you to write it in the comments. Because I'm not doing anything until I see it. I just sit here all day. I don't care. Lisa, I need you to write, I accept, when she says it out loud. The amount of energy I'm pulling here is like on another level. Thank you. And now, connection to her. What is her name again?
Joni.
Joni, thank you. And connect into Joni now. You're going to feel your entire body heating up. Go to work. There's like 50 of you, like 1,000. I don't know how many of you there are. You have a galactic being that looks like a Marvel Celestial called the Space Cowboy. I've not seen this guy in months. And you've got all kinds of beings around you right now. Angels, extraterrestrials, walls of fire higher around us. Thank you. And boom. Open heart chakra, release, recalibrate, light, remove, whatever that is. Don't even try to come at me. I will kick your ass. Not you, but ever try to come at me. And reverberation now. Erakashi, Karashi, 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 Kashi, 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 Kara. And call forth the name of the Lord. Dragons, step in. Get rid of those things, back them off. Thank you. Thank you. And there. Guys, go to work. Second. Just watching. Golden armor on me. Thank you. Okay. Release, recalibrate, light, and boom. You need to see me, dear. Energetic transmutation. Remember, it's that session. Fuck. Energetic transmutation. Not the normal session, dear. I have to do a lot of work with you. A lot of work. I don't know what it costs. I think it's like 300. But that is what it is. Anyways, thank you though for being here, and I hope that helped you. I know it did help you, but you're gonna need a lot of water and you're gonna need some sleep, because after this you're probably gonna crash energetically. What that means is you've had so much energy put into your energetic system that you may just kind of crash, and get some sleep, get some water, get some food. Make your mother a steak, Lisa, or something, and vegetables, Amira. Lots of green vegetables. Whatever colors you need. Make it festive, they're saying. And they're me, they're Ingrid. And recalibrate, recalibrate, light, light, boom, boom. No, you didn't say I accept Ingrid, but I felt like I had to do that. And yes, so thank you, Lisa. Next up, let me check my list. Log me back in, yes. Next up is Jennifer Burgess.
Hi, lovely Jennifer.
You're next.
Okay. Jennifer. Show. You have a lot of skill, honey. You have a lot of okay, let me tell you the visual I'm seeing and why I'm interpreting it this way. I see you on a roof, and the roof is slanted, and you're walking across the roof, and you're keeping a really strong balance, and you're confident in yourself, and you can just walk across this roof, even though you're on a really high roof. The way that I'm interpreting this from Spirit is you have a lot of skill and innate ability and talent that you can depend on, that you can trust in yourself. And Spirit is asking you to take more risks, take more chances, because you have a reserve of confidence and skill and a skill set a life skill set that you can depend on. You can absolutely bring to the forefront. If you've been struggling, I feel like you've been struggling with self-confidence lately. And if that's the case, Spirit wants to dispel that. That's just stories. It's not real. It's not true. You should have a lot of confidence because you bring a lot of skills and experience and talent to bear. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you have a desire, that you have a yearning for, you have the skills and the talent and the gifts to be a success at it, to navigate whatever you need to navigate, to step into that role, that experience, that relationship, whatever it is. There's nothing off limits for you. Your lack of self-confidence, if that's what you've been experiencing, then that is simply mind noise. It's not real. It's not based on anything real. You can trust yourself. Spirit is asking you to really step in. The way you really learn to trust yourself is you do it before you trust yourself. You just step into the fire. One of the things that Spirit said to me, and I repeat this all the time. Spirit shows me the image of jumping off a cliff. And Spirit always says to me, don't worry, your wings will grow on the way down. And then you will fly. You won't hit the bottom because your wings will grow on the way down. But you already have the raw talent and the skills you need to take the first step. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, and I feel like it's something fun. You want to do something fun, something different, maybe something active. You have the skills to do it. You're not too anything or not enough of anything. Just do it. Just go for it. I feel a lightness when you step into this new energy, step into what it is you want to be doing. It feels like trying something new. I just saw an image of like rock climbing or like hiking or something in nature, something with rocks, something like that, something athletic, right? You can absolutely do this. So let me pull some cards for you and see if we go any deeper with that or what else, Spirit. Yeah, you got it going on. Ace of Cups. Love yourself more. Beautiful. But gosh, you got to let some shit go. There are things that you're hanging on to. You do not need to be hanging on to. You have an incredible well of love and heart to share with other people, but you've got to make sure you give it to yourself first. Here's your insecurity, your self-esteem, your self-confidence showing up in the devil. This is the shadow work. You've got to free yourself from those chains. It is only in your mind that is true. Get honest with yourself. Go for it. Even if you don't feel like you can, you got to go for it because you have to leave behind the nonsense in order to step fully into this rush, fun, exciting life that is waiting for you. You're bored is what I'm getting. You got boredom and you got to change something. And this is your full permission to go ahead and take the leap and make the change. This will always be there. We're always going to have our shadow come up, especially when we make big changes, especially when we do something we haven't done before. It's always going to come up and want to be like, oh no, the ego is going to want to keep us down and keep us really small and manageable. And your job, my sweet, is to do it anyway. Just dive right in. You have got it going on, sweetheart. All right, over to Thomas.
Good, Jennifer. Not used to pulling that much energy all the time. Okay. Number one. This is the past. So what I'm saying is a tamer of the snake. Tamer of the snake. Look at her. Tamer of the snake. It's the past leading into the present. Number two. This is what's happening right now. We've seen this card already. This is the present moment. The divine is talking to you. Your ancestors are talking to you. You've reached a new level. Congratulations. Actually, about 3 new levels. I would say 1, 2 to 3, I'm hearing. And right in between there, I don't know, 2 or 3. But the point is you reach a new level of where you were at, given recent attunements and other things that you've done. Work with that. Work with talking to them. Work with trying to converse. Sometimes being too rigid can be too impractical. How do I say this? I've said this on my lives on TikTok. So I'm going to say this out loud on Facebook. Okay. So I'm out of focus, whatever. But the point is that it's like the New Age movement is a little box. Christianity is a little box. And they're all little boxes. But reality, spirituality is like this. And what I'm seeing people do is literally be stuck in these little boxes and they think that's all that exists. because someone told them. And I don't want you to be too rigid in your own little box, whatever that is. Understand that this is so expansive that you may never understand the full picture, but you can sure as fuck try, they're saying. So, and you're getting there, they're saying. You're doing good. You're doing very good. Question. That's what I say a lot of times. It's like, I don't want to say specific instances or things in my life, but question, or things I see, or people. Question. If you see another way of looking at something, question. And be like, how does this interact with this? And does this negate this? And how would this help make this more? You get where I'm going. It's like, I've seen too many people like stuck in little boxes of thinking. And they're like, everything is this way because this is what someone channeled 20 years ago or 5 years ago, or this is what I'm not going to say that out loud. Okay. But I'm seeing it over and over again, and I know I'm right because I know I'm right because I'm onto something. And when you're onto something, Jennifer, keep going with it because you know you're onto something. And that is how things get changed. Some people stay with the pattern of everything else and they live beautiful lives, but nothing is really fun if you're just sitting in the same energy forever. My opinion, at least. So what you're avoiding is the world, but it's upside down. So I feel like you need to write this up and look at what's going on around you. And it's also the snake again. The snake is a symbolism I'm saying with this. This was in the past leading into the present, and it's what you're avoiding. So there's something, it's almost like the snake is something you need to look at. The snake is representational of something in your life that you're not looking at fully. I don't really know what they're getting at with that, but that's up to you to figure out, they're saying. I have an idea, but I don't know. Next is been a long day of reading. Unexpected help. And that would be the moon. So emotions, rebirth, as Ingrid said already. Emotions and rebirth. I believe you said rebirth. So emotions, look into your emotions, follow those emotions. Whether they're angry or lovely or beautiful, follow what you feel and don't get tangled up in what you feel you should do. Don't like it. If you do that, follow what you feel you should do. Next right action. I don't know what this card is, but whatever. Don't get tangled up in a web. I already said this already, just a different way. Just don't get tangled up in a little box. Find a bigger box. No, correction. Don't find a bigger box. Expand through the box and look at everything else around you. Thank you. And the probable future is, I believe, is the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know these cards because I don't have the book. But yeah, this is everything you've wanted. It's you literally walking into like a divine portal. That's what I'm saying. And it's right there. Just go for it. As far as energy, okay, I was a different person. It was in my class. So I can do energy work. Okay. Clear. I'm not using my hands. So people used to seeing me use my hands. I'm not using my hands. And energy. Green ray, purple ray, yellow ray, green ray. And purple ray. No, need a fourth one. Yellow ray. Oh, blue ray, 5 rays. And foundation. Lock in and clear. Recalibrate light. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Whew. Just give me a second here. Okay, I think we're complete. Check. Yes, we are complete. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll be live again next Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be back in town by then. And yes, so thank you everyone for being here, and you have a beautiful night. Peace out, mofos.
Thanks all. Bye.